Hello, welcome to Malcolm's Anatomy. For ye friends that don't know me, my name is Sarah, and in this video we'll talk about vaccines for COVID-19. Interesting, I guess. But what exactly about the vaccine would we talk about, and why is it necessary for us to talk about it? Well, answering the first question, our primary focus would be on the myths or misconceptions of the vaccines and the corresponding facts. Now, answering the second question, why is this necessary and information to share? No doubt, talking about diseases, COVID-19 has taken headlines in news media, social media, and so on. We can rightly say it is currently the world's most popular disease. Sad to say, according to World Health Organization, over 4.7 million precious lives have been lost. So, with the advent of vaccine, it was expected that everyone would embrace vaccination, but that wasn't entirely the case. Instead, many expressed doubts, fears with regards to being vaccinated. These doubts and fears are primarily induced by irrational rumors about what would or what could happen to you if you take the vaccine. And nurturing these doubts or fears has subsequently led to some refusing to take the vaccine. So, during the course of this video, we'll gradually bring to exposure several rumors of the vaccine that aren't true. Let's dive in, shall we? Welcome back. Now, let's consider the first misconception on my list, which is it's been rumored that when a woman takes the vaccine, her feminine ability to conceive a child is tampered with or something like that. Well, that isn't true. The COVID-19 vaccine cannot affect fertility. The truth is that the COVID-19 vaccine encourages the body to create copies of spike proteins found on the coronavirus surface. This informs the body immune system to fight the virus that has a specific spike protein on it. So, what's the origin of this myth? Well, the basis of confusion lies on the spike protein. Some say that the spike protein on the coronavirus is the same as another spike protein called cysteine-1 that is involved in the growth and attachment of the placenta during pregnancy. So, fake reports said that getting the COVID-19 vaccine would cause a woman's immune system to fight the spike protein cysteine-1 necessary for fertility. But you should know that the two spike proteins are completely different and distinct, and getting the COVID-19 vaccine will not affect the fertility of the women who are seeking to become pregnant, including through in vitro fertilization methods. For example, during the Pfizer vaccine test carried out by Johns Hopkins Medicine, 23 women volunteers involved in the study became pregnant, and the only one who suffered a pregnancy loss had not received an actual vaccine but a placebo. Don't know what a placebo means? Check out this video description to find the meaning. Now, let's talk about the second myth on my list. Well, evidence suggests that there is some level of immunity for those who previously had COVID-19. It is not known how long they are protected from getting COVID-19 again. Also, the level of immunity provided by the vaccines after having COVID-19 is higher than the level of immunity for those who had COVID but were not subsequently vaccinated. In fact, a study published in August 2021 indicates that if you had COVID before and are not vaccinated, your risk of getting reinfected is 2 times higher than for those who were infected and got vaccinated. It is also of importance to know that getting vaccinated provides greater protection to others, since the vaccine helped reduce the spread of COVID-19. Remember, at the time of vaccination, be sure to tell your care provider about your history of COVID-19 illness, including the kind of treatment you received, if any, and when you recovered. Wait until your isolation period ends before making an appointment to get the vaccination. Now, let's move to the third myth on my list. You can agree that the vaccine development processes were somewhat fast, but it wasn't carelessly rushed. There are procedures or steps to follow when developing vaccines, and the vaccines developers didn't skip any testing step. Instead, they conducted some of the steps on an overlapping schedule to gather data faster. Studies found that the two initial vaccines developed were both 95% effective and reported no serious or life-threatening side effects. There are many reasons why COVID-19 vaccine could be developed so quickly. Here are just 3 reasons. 1. Some types of COVID-19 vaccines were created using what we call a messenger RNA or mRNA, which allows a faster approach than the traditional way vaccines are being made. 2. The COVID-19 vaccine from Pfizer or BioNTech and Moderna were created with a method that has been in development for years, so the companies could start the vaccine development process early in the pandemic. And lastly, vaccine projects had plenty of resources as governments invested in research or paid for vaccines in advance. We are moving to the next myth. No. The COVID-19 vaccine will not and cannot give you COVID-19. The 2 authorized messenger RNA vaccines instruct your cells to produce a protein that is part of SARS-CoV-2 coronavirus, which help your body recognize and fight the virus if it comes along. The COVID-19 vaccine does not contain SARS-CoV-2 virus, so you cannot get COVID-19 from the vaccine. The protein that helps your immune system recognize and fight the virus does not cause infection of any sort. So, getting COVID-19 from the vaccination shouldn't be one of your phobias. What's the next myth? The Pfizer and Moderna COVID-19 vaccines have side effects, but the vast majority are very short-term, not serious or dangerous. The vaccine developers report that some people experience pain where they are injected, body aches, headaches, or fever lasting for a day or 2. These are signs that the vaccine is working to stimulate your immune system. But if for any reason symptoms persist beyond 2 days, which is very unlikely, you should call your doctor. If you have allergies, especially severe ones, discuss the COVID-19 vaccine with your doctor, who can assess your risks and provide more information about if and how you can get vaccinated safely. Let's see the 6th myth on my list. No, the vaccine does not cause genetic mutations. Like I said earlier, the COVID-19 vaccines are designed to help your immune system fight the coronavirus. The messenger RNA from 2 of the first types of COVID-19 vaccine does enter the cell, but not the nucleus of the cell, where the DNA resides. The messenger RNA of the vaccine does its job to cause the cell to make protein to stimulate the immune system, and then it quickly breaks down without affecting your DNA. So friends, your DNA is safe. The first two COVID-19 vaccines to be authorized by the Food and Drug Administration contains the messenger RNA and other normal vaccine ingredients such as fat, which protects the messenger RNA, salt, as well as small amounts of sugar. These COVID-19 vaccines were not developed using fetal tissue, and they do not contain any materials such as implants, microchips, or tracking devices. Now, moving to the final myth on my list, and this is my favorite. Social media actually played a positive role in the quick development of the vaccine, but afterwards, it also contributed greatly to the spread of false rumors about the vaccine. One of such rumors that spread widely due to the far-reaching tentacles of social media is the rumor that your vaccinated arm becomes magnetic after vaccination. Seriously? Several videos were shared on social media promoting the vaccine magnetic propaganda, but claiming that it was impossible for magnets to stick on the vaccinated spot of your arm. Dr. Thomas Hope, vaccine researcher and professor of cell and developmental biology at Northwestern University, Feinberg School of Medicine, said that there's nothing in COVID-19 vaccine that a magnet can interact with. It's protein and lipids, salt, water, and chemicals that maintain the pH. That's basically it, so it's not possible. This has also been confirmed by the Center for Disease Control. COVID-19 vaccine does not contain ingredients that can produce an electromagnetic field at the site of your injection. All COVID-19 vaccines are free from metals. I personally have taken the vaccine and am not magnetic. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope I've been able to impact some values to you. Please leave your likes and comments below. And for you friends that haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. To get more details about the video, click on the link on the description and get access to our blog post. Keep staying safe friends. Bye.